Hello, amazing Solcana athletes, and welcome to Invitational event number 3. Invitational event number 3 is a 50-calorie row, 40 single-arm dumbbell lunges, 30 deadlifts, 20 squat snatches, all in an aggressive 11-minute time cap. That time cap means that not everyone will finish all the reps within the time, but your score will either be the time you finish all the reps or how many reps you can finish within the 11 minutes. Let's talk about the standards. For the 50-calorie row, the main thing is that your rower is set to calculate calories and is starting reset, and that at 3, 2, 1, go, you are reaching for your handle, which is in the cradle, and starting your rowing at go as opposed to having the handle already pulled up. And then once your meter reads 50 calories, you can move on to the next things. Next things, 40 single arm dumbbell lunges. There are a couple different ways to approach this. For the sun and moon categories, you may either hold your dumbbell in a front rack or overhead position. For the planet and comet categories, the dumbbell must remain in the overhead position. From there, you are able to do, you can switch arms and legs as you like. You must start and end each rep from standing, and then one knee must touch the floor for each rep to count. We can do forward lunges, we can do reverse lunges, as long as we start in standing and end, or have a knee touch during each rep and end in standing. That's great. If we were to come down and then either have our weight come down before we return to standing, or if we come down to the knee and then we don't make it all the way to standing, that is a no rep. So sun and moon category can be either front rack or overhead, or a combination of both. Planet comet must be overhead, and that overhead could even be right here. It does not have to be very far over, just over the level of the head. The deadlift and squat snatch will both be done with the same barbell weight. However, if you are using them in the plate category, know that you could do dumbbell options. You could even use a bike. All various scaling options are available in the plate category. For the deadlift, bar must start on the floor. For the rep to count, the hips must come to fully extended, nice tall standing position, and the bar must return to the floor for a rep. We can touch and go reps as long as the hips are extended and the bar starts and ends on the floor. It is a good rep. We can be in standard, conventional, or sumo stance. Again, as long as the hips come fully extended, any stance counts for the deadlift. For the 20 squat snatches, the bar must start on the floor. We must hit a full overhead squat, and we must end each rep in fully standing. This can happen a couple of different ways. We can either start on the floor, catch in our squat, end the rep in standing. That's a good rep. Another way to do it is that we can do some other variation of the snatch, power or muscle, as long as we hit our full squat in the middle and end fully extended and standing. That is a good rep. A no rep would be no depth of the squat, or if we hit the squat, but then our bar comes down before we come all the way to standing, those are no reps. For the sun and moon category, squat depth will be to the athlete's maximum depth. So if an athlete cannot go past parallel, meaning their hips stay slightly above their knees, that is okay as long as they continue to hit that depth. If they can hit that depth and then they squat to less than that depth, that will be a no rep. And for the planet comet categories, squat depth will be assessed as hips below knees or thigh bone past parallel for the rep to count. So again, we can hit any kind of snatch we want to as long as we go down. That would be a no rep for the planet comet category because of not enough depth. After the 30 deadlifts, there is a tie break time. So if you're judging, you'll note the time when your athlete finishes the 30 reps. That's in case of a tie break where multiple athletes cannot complete any of the squat snatch, then the tie break time will be used to determine their score. Look for more notes and tips in the email. Enjoy event number 3.